morning, good evening, and welcome back to War Thunder and my channel. Today we're going to be exploring one of the new packs that Gaijin has released, called In May 45. Costing $34.99, it will include 3 new vehicles for you. First off is a T34-85, second is a Is-1, and the third one is a German SPAA. Now these sort of packs Gaijin has started to release, starting off with the first one, the German 2 fronts pack, and they also release in this update, including the May 45, the Hells on Wheels, which is the American one, and the Echoes of Overlord, which is the British one. Now these packs are fantastic. I think these are probably the best pack considering how much you pay and how much you're getting. So if you just come here for my opinion, yes, these packs are worth it. Probably the best deal you can get on the Gaijin store, and they're gonna be an even better deal when they go on sale in a few updates time. Now in this video you're mainly going to be seeing gameplay of the Is-1 and the T34. I don't think anybody clicked on this video hoping to see SPAA gameplay, but if you do, I'm sorry, there won't be any gameplay of the SPAA. I don't think anybody bought the pack for that, and there's not much footage you can get just sitting around in SPAA waiting on planes. It's not very fun to do, and I don't think it's going to be very entertaining footage to watch. I think everyone is mainly here for the actual tanks. So getting into the actual tanks at hand, starting off with the Is-1. The Is-1 is a 5.7 Soviet heavy tank, armed with a 85mm cannon, the same on the T34-85. So the firepower of the tanks are going to be basically the same. One has like a few meters per second higher velocity, but in game it's the same gun. Armor, it's decent, and it's not something you can rely on. You can rely on it more if you're in a full downter, but you shouldn't be relying on your armor. It's quite easily killed, and if you're facing this tank, you shoot the lower front plate, you're gonna kill it in one shot if you have APHE, and even if you have solid shot, you're probably gonna kill it in one shot if you shoot the lower plate. The mobility, it's decent for a heavy tank. It's not something that stands out, but it's decent enough to get you around the map. You're not gonna be super slow, but you're not gonna be reaching positions super fast as well, so just decent. So the next tank in this pack is the T34-85. Talking a little bit about the firepower, it's the same gun on the Is-1, and I realized this now, but I kind of forgot to talk about the actual gun on the Is-1. So when I'm talking about the firepower here, it's the same on the Is-1. You have good shells. If you manage to penetrate, you're gonna kill them. You have a lot of high explosive filler in your main APHE round. Pretty decent penetration. I think you have around one, I can't remember, let me check real quick. You have a penetration on these round, the BR365K, of 148 at point blank, so around 148, dipping to around 126 on every out. So fantastic gun. You're gonna, if you manage to penetrate, you're gonna be killing everything. The hard part is just planning. Most tanks you can penetrate quite easily, but there are some tanks you're gonna struggle kill, and you need to aim for specific weak points. But in general, fantastic firepower on both of these tanks. Armor, its effectiveness is pretty much the same on the Is-1, because here you have much greater angles than on the Is-1, but in my experience you do bounce a bit more shells on the Is-1. But again, you can't rely on your armor, and you can definitely not rely on it here. In a full downtier, you are going to be bouncing shells. I'm not saying you're never going to be bouncing, but this tank dies pretty easily once you get hit. Now, what the Is-1 lacks in mobility, this tank has it. The mobility on the T34-85 is very good. The T34-85 has a top speed of it has top speed of 55 km/h, still a poor reverse gear, but that is something I'm gonna have to get used to while playing Soviet tanks, so I think it's just a plus that you get to learn this early. Fantastic mobility, you can zip around the map and kill stuff. And also one thing, since I assume people who are gonna be watching this may wonder if it's worth picking up, is we need to talk about one thing. When playing Soviet tanks, you're gonna have no gun depression. Your lack of gun depression, if you play, for example, American tanks, is gonna be very hard to play with. But you need to learn how to play without basically any gun depression. I think it's around 5 degrees at max, so very bad gun depression, but it is again something you're gonna have to get used to. So in conclusion, T34-85 and Is-1 has the same firepower. Is-1 has a bit more armor, but the T34 is a bit quicker. But in general, both of these tanks are very good. I would say the T34-85 in my opinion is the better tank, but it's not by much. The Is-1 is also a great tank. And to the final vehicle, your SPA, the Sd.Kfz 251-21. A half-track, a German half-track with no armor. I think the max is like 14 millimeters, so it dies to heavy MGs. And it is armed with 320mm AA guns, and that's about it. It's your normal SPA at this tier, no armor, just built for killing planes. Nothing too much to say about it. It's decent. Now back to the game a bit. We just cleared out basically B. We leave B and it gets cleared. And then we move over to C, clear out C. And now we're going to move back towards the middle because our team is losing. We basically have no players left. It may be that other teams just better than us, but I have an inkling it's German teammates, maybe. Anyways, the enemy team is spawn camping, so in order to maximize our chance of winning, we need to take care of these, because if our players can't even leave the spawn, yeah, that's gonna be problematic for us, and it's gonna lead to us never having any chance of winning. So we're gonna try to clear out all of the tanks spawn camping, so we hopefully have some sort of chance in winning this game. Now the friendly Panther did get absolutely shat on B, but the scores are now even. But then we do have quite a few more players, but it is even for now. So if we can just hold on to this, clear out all the spawn campers and then move to capture B, we should be able to have a pretty good chance of winning. But unfortunately that is not going to be the case, as the enemies have started capturing B, and I did see on the minimap that the friendly tank towards C got killed as well. And we have a ARL-44. Now, pretty bad shot from me, I aimed like right on the tracks, and that isn't gonna do anything, and he's now looking at us. We can easily go through the turret phase, but the thing is he can easily go through us as well. So I try aiming for his turret, but the friendly VK302 does kill him. And the game here is basically over for me. Well, not for me, for the team as well. The enemies have captured all 3 points, and we have 4 players. So this is not good. We are going to attempt to capture one zone, but it's probably not gonna go well, as we're gonna get swarmed by both planes and tanks. Now we're going to attempt to capture B. You see AM44. Now he's probably not gonna be able to hit us, since it is a pretty long shot for him, but if he does manage to hit us, we are gonna get killed. But luckily we do get the barrel, load some high explosive, and he is gonna get overpressured and killed. And then we're going to attempt to get onto B and hopefully not die. Yeah, this is gonna be quite difficult. We do see a skink that did fire at us, so we're gonna attempt to kill him. Just load up the shots right here, and A very bad shot for me. I hit him on the upper front plate, which means it's gonna bounce, and we do get killed by a M on our flank. So yeah, not really much we can do. We're gonna spawn in the SPA. So here you go. Here you get your SPAA gameplay. Just to be, just to warn you guys, I didn't hit a single plane. There was a single plane up. He didn't come close to me, and I didn't even scratch him. So with 11 kills in total, we earn first place on our team and a total of 12,000 search points, and we also earn a total of 107,000 silver lines. For the second game today, we are on the map Abandoned Town, and we're going to be using the Is-1 to try and contest the area surrounding Bravo. Now the Is-1 does have a bit better armor, and that's why I chose it to engage in closer range duels, since I felt like the T34 would suffer a bit more in a closer range engagement. So the first tank we are going to find is a Panther. Now with the 85mm Russian guns, you can go through the matches of the Panther if you aim on the middle part, and that is a very good thing to know, since Panthers can quite easily kill you if they just go for your turret cheeks or your lower front plate. But since this Panther wasn't really aware, we get a pretty easy kill. And we're going to start clearing out the rest of the area surrounding B, going through the matting of the ARL-44, and now hopefully getting the kill on the Panther. Unfortunately, or it's good that he died. We would have gotten a kill, but the friendly Hellcat does kill him. Now we are face to face with what looks to be a French SA-50 Sherman, but we wait a bit and he does get killed again by the Hellcat. So we have cleared out B, and if you look on the minimap, I think it seems like we have control over A side as well. So we are going to put ourselves in a position where we can engage targets coming from the northern spawn going towards B or C. Killing the AMX-13, we're going to move down towards E5 to hopefully get a better angle on targets coming from the southern spawn attempting to capture B. And here we are going to come across a few targets, but you can see the limitations in the gun depression of the tank. Luckily this enemy ISU didn't really seem to know we were here, so we're just gonna be patient and wait. And I could have also moved forward, but that would have made even more unnecessary sound. But you can see the limitations of the gun depression being so low. But there are always ways to work around that. But again, it is something you're gonna have to get used to playing Russian tanks. Moving back up towards B, since we have very few players defending it, we don't manage to kill the EBR in one shot and he gets away, but he's going to come back later. We'd also get again face to face with another ARL-34, but using the bush as cover, we do just back off, and when he appears we get a kill right through the side, quite easy. But this EBR is gonna come back, so here again it's pretty important to use your headphones, since we're gonna hear the flank from the EBR, which gets killed, and then the Jagdpanzer, which is gonna come around the corner. Now I think I thought at least you could fire through this, but you couldn't apparently. But he didn't know that either hand, since we fight first, we're gonna get a easy kill straight through the lower front plate. using a T34 as the next bomb, we're quickly going to rush back to the same position and hopefully kill this Waffenträger. He seems woefully unaware, but our shell just doesn't fuse. We load the high explosive, but the friendly M36 is going to pick up the kill. And that is going to be the last thing we do in this game. So for this game we do get first place again with 9 kills total, earning a total of 166,000 silver lions and 9,000. So, in conclusion, are these vehicles is this pack worth the money? For $35 you get 3 vehicles, all premium, being able to effectively research all the way up to rank 4 in the Soviet tech tree. And they also earn you a good amount of silver lions, especially paired with a premium account. So, are these packs worth it? Yes, it is. I think these sort of packs are pretty much the best thing you can buy, excluding a premium account. For $35 you get 3 vehicles, very good vehicles on top of that. T34, fantastic vehicle. Is-1, pretty damn good vehicle as well. I mean, normal SPA, I guess nothing too much to say. But again, these two, fantastic. So, in conclusion, this pack is very, very good and I would highly recommend it.